Hey everybody, this is Dan Jonesboro coming back at you with another video. And I guess I'll entitle this video, She Was Beautiful. And this video is a sort of a collaboration of my mental state tonight. And well, basically it's a joining together of two different times that occurred today, if you can follow me there. Earlier today when I was at work, I stopped in at a wing place and ordered wings, and I noticed that a young brother was at the cash register. And I said, "When did you finish high school?" He said 4 years ago. And that was sort of a segue into what me and him began to speak about, and that was my advice that I was giving to him about dating our sisters. And it was sort of like the old Jedi telling the young Jedi what to watch out for, and basically two nuggets of wisdom that I gave him that hopefully he will carry with him. And he thanked me at the end of the conversation. But let me share the two things that I told him. I told him, never listen to anyone that tells you that black women ain't shit. And the reason why I told him that is because I don't agree with that. Because by and large, all women are the same. Now, what makes them different? The very same thing that makes them different makes them the same. And that is background. So what I told this young brother was, you have to do a background check of a woman. And I wasn't speaking in a criminal sense. No, you don't have to go to your sheriff department, or you don't have to go online. You don't have to do any of that. But what you have to do is, first rule I told this brother was, you have to check out her background. Meaning, how was she raised? Because from there you can develop or get a sense of her values. The things that she sees versus the things that you want her to see, or the things that you may expect her to see in you as a man. Then, the second thing I told him was, if you date a black female who has kids, she has to allow you to be a man with her and over her kids. Meaning, you can't date a woman, a sister, that wants to emasculate you and basically put you behind and in line with her offspring, because it will never work. So as we talked, and basically he listened to me and he asked me questions, which I really did appreciate that. One thing came up, and the central theme was a map, a road map. See, I told him it's wrong for, in my opinion, it's not right for somebody to look at a person and say they're just messed up without trying to understand how did they get to that condition. What were the extenuating circumstances that led this person down that path? Or if there were no extenuating circumstances, what was the result, or what was the effect or the outcome of them being placed on that path against their will, with no choice, with no selection, by birth, or at a young age? So I said, look around. You see beautiful women, but some of them are evil. And let me preface this by saying I'm talking about women because I'm a man. I'm not homosexual, even though I have no problem with that. But I'm talking about my sisters now. And when I say my sisters, and that's out of respect, that's a term of endearment. I'm talking about my sisters, and I was talking to another brother, okay? So this is not a woman bashing video at all. But what I told him was, see, black women are like anything else in this world. Okay? But I told him how you deal with them is very simple. I was like, if you traveled down the road every day going to work, you knew every red light, you knew every bump in the road, you knew where the cop was in the morning time, you knew where he was when you were going home, you knew the rhythm of the red lights. Basically, you knew this road. Then I came into your town and I don't know this road. I'm not going to be so comfortable. I'm not going to drive the same way. I'm not going to act the same way. I'm not going to have my music loud. I'm going to be more attentive. I'm going to be more cautious. I'm going to make some mistakes along the same road that you travel every day, almost half sleeping. You can drive it perfect. I said, our black women are the same way. And he said, how so? I said, because they have not been given the road map that other women have been given. And it's simple. I can't expect someone, and overwhelmingly our sisters have been raised in single parent homes. A lot of them don't know the role of a man in the home. And I mean our younger sisters in the 21-year age range and 30 and under. They don't know the real role of a man. A lot of the men in their homes have been emasculated by the mother. So you take that woman and you put her out in the world and you put her against other women that by and large have mother and father in the home. The father has his traditional role. Let's just take an average white family. The father has his traditional role. He goes to work. Mother may go to work. Mother may stay home, take care of the kids, cooks every night. Father comes home, watches football games, props his feet up. Mother takes her shoes off. There's a role there. Young white girl sees that role. Young Asian girl sees that role. Young Korean girl sees that role, or Asian. Young Latino girl sees that role. But our women sometimes don't see that role. So are we going to blame the woman because she didn't see that? Because she didn't have that comfortable road that you drive every day? You're starting to get my point. So I told this brother, I told him, love our women to death. But be careful. Because I remember one time I was overseas in the desert. I was driving and I was looking at this beautiful desert, camels, trees. I was like, man, this is paradise on earth. But I knew there was danger. I appreciated it. I loved it. But I knew I was in a dangerous place. So the reason why I named this video She Was Beautiful is because I met an amazingly beautiful sister tonight at Home Depot. She shall remain nameless. But she was somebody that got it. Somebody that you meet that captivates your mind first. Speak about the same thing. Talk about the same thing. Act the same way. Two souls passing in the universe that were going the same way at the same time. So, never give up, man. Never give up. She was definitely